Hello, Class 4-3. Mr. Waterman here with today's language arts lesson. Today is Thursday, November 19th, 2020. I hope everyone is doing safe and well. Let's get ready for our Period 1 lesson. We are working on pages 105 and 106 of our grammar workbooks. We started studying subject and object pronouns the other day, as well as reflexive pronouns. Please listen very carefully as I read each point and feel free to read along. Point 1. Use a subject pronoun as the subject of a sentence. Point number 2. Use an object pronoun after an action verb or after a word such as for, at, of, with, or to. Let's look at the directions. Read the sentences below. Then write the correct pronouns on the lines provided to complete each sentence. Please listen as I read each sentence. Number 1. My brother and blank saw a blind woman walking down the street. 2. Blank was using a cane to find her way. 3. When people saw blank coming, they moved over to let her pass. 4. How does the woman know where blank is going? 5. It might be hard for blank to run errands. 6. He told blank that she might count the steps to her destination. 7. Do you know what blank they think? 8. I think she does blank by smell. 9. What do blank mean by smell? 10. Each street has its own smell, and that's how she tells blank apart. 11. Do blank have some extra money? 12. Blank gave my brother some change. 13. Blank could smell the hot dog stand around the corner. 14. This was going to be a good day for blank. Okay, so now please remember, we go back and review. Our subject pronouns: I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. Our object pronouns: me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. Let's look at number 1. My brother and blank saw a blind woman walking down the street. I'm going to use the subject pronoun I. My brother and I saw a blind woman walking down the street. Let's do one more. Blank was using a cane to find her way. So this one should be easy because we are talking about the blind woman. There's our object pronoun. She. S-H-E. She was using a cane to find her way. Please do the rest of the 12 Now, for extra practice, please write 3 sentences describing something you can't see, using one pronoun in each sentence. Okay? Here's my example. I can't see my students because they are at home studying. See what I did? And I have used pronouns. All right, let's move on to the next page. Don't forget to write your 3 extra sentences, please, and use subject and object pronouns if you can. Page 106. Proofreading. Please listen as I read through each point. Point 1. Use a subject pronoun as the subject of a sentence. I, you, he, she, it, we, and they are subject pronouns. Use an object pronoun after an action verb or after a word such as for, at, of, with, or to. Point 4. Me, you, him, her, it, us, and them are object pronouns. Please listen to the directions. Read the paragraphs below. Circle every pronoun that is not used correctly. Please listen as I read the paragraph. Someone gave I directions to the museum. You and us need to walk to Maple Street. Then turn right at Oak Street. Mr. Exeter lives there. Him and me go on walks sometimes. If him is in his yard, he will give a big wave to you and I. When we got to the museum, we saw Mrs. Peters. Her and my dad went to school together. Them often like the same paintings. Wow, we have many mistakes here. So after you find all of the incorrect pronouns, the next part is rewrite the passage above. Use the correct forms of pronouns. Be sure to use capital letters and end punctuation correctly. I will do one example. Someone gave I directions to the museum. My first mistake is the wrong pronoun. It should not be I. It should be someone gave me directions to the museum, and museum needs a period at the end. So now I'm going to begin writing it correctly on my lines below. Someone gave me directions to the museum. Period. Okay? Be sure to correct all of the mistakes and check your answers very carefully when you're finished. For extra practice, on a different piece of paper, please write a short paragraph about what it would be like to visit a museum if you can't see. Imagine that. Okay? That's all for our lesson today in period 1. Please do your work very carefully and check your answers. And remember, if you have any questions, please feel free to email Mr. Waterman at any time. Stay safe and well. Have a great day of studying, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon. Bye-bye now.